Hey, I'm Ashley Conrad. Welcome to The Gist. The Cayman Islands have finally put forward a civil partnership bill to give same-sex couples some marriage rights. It's the latest move in an ongoing battle over marriage equality in the country. So the Chief Justice had previously ruled that the island had to offer same-sex marriage. But the Court of Appeal overruled that decision in November 2019. Now, their governor, Martyn Roper, issued a statement saying the bill is a welcome step. He said our constitution recognises our Christian values, the importance of rule of law and our respect for human dignity, equality and freedom. These values apply to us all, and I hope that we all continue to show a spirit of tolerance and compassion to all members of our society. So, the UN has said all sporting bodies must immediately remove regulations for women athletes that make it harder for intersex and trans sports people to compete. In the most famous case, sporting authorities blocked South African 800-meter Olympic champion Caster Semenya from competing as Caster has the condition hyperandrogenism. It's an intersex condition. In the past, sporting authorities forced Semenya to have invasive testing and medically unnecessary procedures. However, the issue remains surprisingly controversial even among LGBT plus sporting athletes. For example, former tennis star and lesbian Martina Navratilova sparked the biggest storm when she spoke out against allowing trans athletes to compete in women's sports. Now, America really has a problem with its levels of trans murders. It's just ridiculous, and I'm really tired of having to report on these, to be honest. But anyway, on the last day of Pride, another black trans woman was killed. Merci Mack is the latest out of a possible 18 trans people to have been killed since 2020 started. Now, Mercy's body was discovered in the car park of an apartment building in South Dallas with apparent gunshot wounds. Despite openly identifying, though, as a transgender woman, Mack was referred to by the name they used before they transitioned in initial reports by law enforcement and local media. Now, friends are leaving remembrance on Mack's Facebook page. Rest in peace, Merci Mack. Now, more than 43,000 people say they want a statue of Christopher Columbus in Elizabeth, New Jersey removed, and they want it replaced with one of Marsha P. Johnson, a tribute they say has been a long time coming. Now, that does make me smile. Marsha P. Johnson is a pioneering trans rights activist and one of the central figures in New York City's gay liberation movement from the 1960s through the 1980s. And she was born and raised in Elizabeth, and she left in her late teens with nothing but a few dollars in her pocket. Last year, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced the city would commemorate both the work of Johnson and her friend Sylvia Riviera with statues in Greenwich Village. Now, we want to show some love to Billy Byrd. Her music video for her latest release, Who Knows, caught the eye of one of our team's producers. Now, Billy Byrd grew up in a musical family and released her music in 2018 and to such great success. Check out her new release, it's called Who Knows. And finally, Real Quiz TV is celebrating 3 years of informing you, entertaining you and giving you a voice. So here at Real Quiz, we are creating a welcoming space within the LGBT community for people of colour. We bring queer people together of colour from all over the world, and we put you at the forefront of the conversation. And of course, we're a source of media representation for queer people of colour. 3 years strong. I'm Ashley Conrad, and that's The Gist.